Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Alex, and welcome to the Rodeo. We're back at it again, and today I have with me a very special guest, the one, the only, Raphael Brooks the second.
What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, bro?
Pretty good, man. How's everything?
I'm doing well, man. I'm just really excited about everything I've been working on, and it's just a lot of build up that I'm excited to finally just start releasing. Just been working on I've been trying to do this. I'm working on my first album.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to do this since really 2017. So it's years in development, and I would do it because I used to make my music on YouTube beats before I would be around my boy Michael.
Yeah.
And he produces most of my music, and sometimes I co-produce, or I throw lots of input in, but but before I was on lots of YouTube beats or just randomly anything I would find, and I was trying to build projects off of that. And then the more I learned about how the actual publishing of music and releasing on things other than just SoundCloud worked, I understood that I should not do that as much and focus. It also just helped me as an artist and a writer, working with actual producers in person. Not that people on YouTube aren't actual producers, but producers in person, making things from scratch.
Got you.
And that was really
so it's been a long time of learning and pretty much studying the game.
Yes, definitely. Studying the game,
how everything works.
Yeah, how everything works, the craft.
Yeah.
Just expanding my tastes, and so I can expand my arsenal.
That's good. That's good to hear. And you're still young overall. It's not like you're somebody who's been here for a long time. All right, man. So you're somebody that you hit me up and you're like, hey man, I'm trying to do this podcast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, yeah, for sure. And then I saw that recently you actually dropped a single as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you talk to me a little bit about that single? What was your mindset whenever you were making it? How did it all come about and all that good stuff?
It's funny because my intent for songs and how songs turn out is usually very different. My initial song type vibe I was going for was more somber and more about the concept of friendship, but it turned into more me addressing how I felt about the music industry. And even the sound, I was trying to explore more of a more rugged sound, because I used to make, because I'm my more, well, I just said it was just more somber at first, but we started working on something like that, and it was kind of not feeling it, and then we started listening to some Brooklyn drill music.
Oh, okay.
And we just kind of got hyped, me and Michael, and we just kind of got hyped off of that, and we started working on the beat and kind of this hard, dark piano loop.
And for the people that don't know, this is actually Born a Legend, right?
Yes.
That's the title of the single.
The title of the song is Born a Legend.
Exactly. And like you said, I kind of got that idea as well, as not really that you were angry with yourself. It was you were angry at what was going on.
Yeah.
What was going on with the music industry, the world, all these things, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you get into that zone, like you said, is this something that you're not really it's not like what you were going for, you know? So it's
never what I'm going for. It's just kind of happens that way. Sometimes it is. Let me not say it's never. Sometimes it is. It's just whatever comes to me in that moment is what I feel like I was meant to say at that time.
Got you. That's what's up, man. And I really want to showcase that. That's we were talking off camera that I like to showcase the artist's music. That way people get a sense of the sound and what to expect. So can you present that for the people, and then we'll take a listen to that?
Yeah, definitely. And this is out now on all platforms.
Barely came out.
Yeah, just came out Friday. What is it? Saturday. So yesterday.
Born a Legend.
Yes, sir. This is Born a Legend, upcoming single from my upcoming album that is dropping this summer. And this song is already out.
Yeah.
Something telling me that the end is coming soon. Educate yourself before it's too late and you're doomed. I know demons watching me, they want me in a tomb. I was born a legend, I was plotting in the womb. Something telling me that the end is coming soon. Educate yourself before it's too late and you're doomed. I know demons watching me, they want me in a tomb. I was born a legend, I was plotting in the womb.
Blowing up my phone, they love me when they need some shit. Left me out for dead, baby, it's too late for dick. Don't know who to trust, these niggas act like snakes and shit. Get out your comfort zone, you can't grow without taking risks. I be laughing at these rappers, why you faking rich? Why these cappers telling fables, you can't fake your goals? All these labels telling fables just to take your soul. I can't listen to these liars burning in the fire. I just came here to inspire, get rid of the liars. When I see one I admire, then I might retire. I got angels praying for me, sitting in the trenches. I'm just tired of my people getting killed defenseless. When we say that Black Lives Matter, they get so offended. I've been beefing with the system, y'all beef over bitches. I might start a new religion, God's my only witness. They've been chilling, we've been winning, now they wanna end it.
Something telling me that the end is coming soon. Educate yourself before it's too late and you're doomed. I know demons watching me, they want me in a tomb. I was born a legend, I was plotting in the womb.
Something telling me that the end is coming soon. Educate yourself before it's too late or you're doomed. I know demons watching me, they want me in a tomb. I was born a legend, I was plotting in the womb. I got so much on my mind, I can't waste no more time. Gotta read between the lines, been seeing all the signs. They wanna put one in my spine because I'm so divine. They wanna find me, but they can't, they better get in line. She like when I get so aggressive, let me take it there. I guess some don't get the measures, let me make it clear. I've been reading all these contracts, they don't make it fair. Raping artists so we go broke and just disappear. They wanna threaten me so we can all just live in fear. No respect for us, the game is not what it appears. Give advances, make your dances, buy yourself a mansion. While they sitting plotting on you, living in the Hamptons. Give them back all of the money, think you strong like Samson. They don't want you passing down those blessings to your grandson. Tell the industry I said it's doomsday. I don't give a fuck what you say, I'm worried if my crew paid. If you still mad at me for all shit, nigga, you a bitch. They gon' tell your friends against you with the Judas kiss. I ain't gotta say no names cause you know who you is. Wanna throw our bond away over some stupid shit. Something telling me that the end is coming soon. Educate yourself before it's too late and you're doomed. I know demons watching me, they want me in a tomb. I was born a legend, I was plotting in the womb.
Something telling me that the end is coming soon. Educate yourself before it's too late or you're doomed. I know demons watching me, they want me in a tomb. I was born a legend, I was plotting in the womb. Something telling me that the end is coming soon. Educate yourself before it's too late or you're doomed. I know demons watching me, they want me in a tomb. I was born a legend, I was plotting in the womb.
There we go. All right, so that was Born a Legend, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Recently released single,
Yes.
Upcoming album this
Yes.
summer.
Yes,
Just wait
this
on
summer. Just wait on it.
it for sure.
I would say the title, but I'm not going to.
Alrighty, you good? You good? We'll wait on that. But you know, just so that people get to know you and who you are. Where are you from?
I'm from here, Dallas, Texas, but I've also spent a good period of my life also in Chicago and Florida.
Oh,
And
okay.
So where my family's from also. Well, my family's also from my dad's side is from Mississippi also. But yeah, mostly here.
Yeah.
Especially like in the more recent years growing up. But yeah, I actually developed most of my love and passion for music when I lived in Chicago.
What part of Chicago?
So I would go like multiple places because it was around the point where my parents had separated. And they were mostly separated throughout pretty much most of my life, but like here and there would be times where we lived together and didn't.
Yeah.
But this was one of the times where we didn't. And so when I was at my mom's, we would be living with my uncle, and that was in Plainfield, and that's like southwest.
Gotcha.
Chicago.
How old were you?
This was when I was pretty young. That was when I was like 8. And that was really when I like just like I've been wanting to do music really since then. Like I've explored other things.
Yeah.
But like that was when I was like, I remember I was with my cousins and I was just like, I want to be in start a band because we were listening to like lots of like rock music.
Dope.
And so like I wanted to like be in a band.
Rock star.
Yeah, like a rock star.
Yes,
and
sir.
so like I was like, I had that vision as a kid. I even wrote songs back then, but they were more like rock songs.
Oh, wow. That's dope. That's dope to hear because, like, you know, lots of people always do talk about how you know, especially lots of rappers, they
Yeah.
talk about how growing up it was rap and like R&B.
Yeah.
And you know, this is the first time I hear like, you know, rock was a big influence for you growing
Yeah.
up. What were your favorite rock artists or rock bands, I should say?
My taste in rock has kind of drastically changed since I was like young, but like
Yeah.
when I was young, I was into whatever people would show me because
Oh,
I was
wow.
very impressionable. Especially with music, I've always been really open-minded because
Yeah.
my parents are really open-minded. So really, was really listening to everything. But I was definitely rock was like definitely my favorite when I was like young until I started listening to like Michael Jackson
Dope, yeah.
and Stevie Wonder. But my first introduction to like rock, it was like 80s rock, and
Oh,
it was
dope.
like Journey
Yep.
and like Styx, and the lead singer of Styx, Dennis DeYoung, he was from Chicago too, and he would do local like free concerts. That was another thing that was cool. Was
Yeah.
there was lots of like local just free concerts of like I forget, there's like a term for it, but like you know, like legendary acts.
Oh, that's dope. That's actually such a good idea because like, you know, as a kid seeing that, you're just like, bro, this is so cool. Like, you know,
Yeah.
and that's something that, you know, many kids didn't experience. Many
Yeah.
kids probably didn't see that, you know, how that feeling that you get being in a
Yeah.
concert, seeing that live and, you know,
It's like
just
fireworks. And
Exactly.
It's like a whole thing. It's like a whole experience, and there's not a lot of that here.
that's dope. That's dope.
But-
So Chicago, you were born here in Dallas.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I
And
was
then at
born-
8,
yeah.
you moved to Chicago,
So
or how did that go?
basically, I was born here.
Yeah.
So when I was born, I'll give like a whole detailed backstory.
Yeah.
Around this time, I was born in the hospital, medical city of Dallas.
Yep.
My family had a lot of money around this time. My parents were together. From what I don't know if this is too much information. I don't really give a fuck. But like from what I was told, it wasn't like the greatest around this time. From you know, both of them have expressed that sentiment. But
Yeah.
so basically, like, yeah. So I was born here, and so August 5th, 2001, and my dad was a real estate developer, and also kind of like worked with like banking and would be like at the World Trade Center
Yeah.
a lot, and like he developed a lot of big hospitals like here, and like lots of things. And my mom was like at home, but before that she was like a big headhunter in downtown Chicago, because both my parents are from Chicago too. So
Okay. Both the parents.
Yeah.
Got you.
and so like they met there, but and my mom was like the only one of her siblings to move. And first she moved to Austin, but
Yeah.
that's a different story. But so yeah, then so I was born. We live in this big ass house in Willow Bend,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and that's actually why I ended up back over around this area
Around
when I
that
got
area,
kind of
yeah.
older. But basically, yeah, I lived over there, and I don't remember any of that house, but everyone told me it was really. The only time I went to that house that I remember was the day I graduated high school.
Yeah.
It was like it's still for sale, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And my dad took me to like see it, and I was like, oh shit.
You're like, this shit's huge.
Yeah, and like I had like this like big ass like room, and I had like a really big
Yeah.
painting and to Mother Mary. It was really
Wow.
artistic, and so I came in here with like lots of tasteful things.
That's dope. That's such a interesting story, you know, and lots of people, I feel like they don't know all the details of somebody's life, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, just pretty much this is a short span of time, but like you gave us so much information of like, you know, the first 10 years of your life like that.
Yeah.
And then going back, like you said, you know, seeing that is like, whoa,
Mhm.
you know, I lived in there, like this is crazy.
And even that's still like the first month.
Yeah.
Because then 9/11 happened. That was when
Yeah.
everything like changed. Because you know, I mean, I don't remember, but like the markets, I guess,
Yeah.
crashed like how they're crashing now, or
Yeah.
or last year. I don't know what they're doing right now, but so like the business kind of my dad's business went kind of south since then. But now he's working on like other things.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah. So we had to sell that house, and lived off the money of selling that house for
Yeah.
like, I would say if I don't really even remember a few years, and that was when I started moving back and forth from Chicago to Florida, because Florida was where my mom's parents live.
Oh,
and so
okay.
we would go live with my grandparents, and then my mom would go to work. And I forget, my mom is a CNA, but
Yeah.
it was like it was like a caretaker for like older people. I don't remember specifically, but it was something like that
Yeah.
at that time. But and then my dad was like he had his CDL license, so he's doing like trucks. And so then like sometimes my dad would come pick me up, and we ride around all throughout Florida and Mississippi and everything.
Damn, that's dope.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool, honestly. And what was your mindset, you know, being so young and going through that shift of, like you said, you know, having to sell the house, and then now also your parents separating, correct?
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Okay, you're just like, I guess we just
I'm
moving
here for-
around.
Yeah, I was just there for the ride, and I've always been kind of like that.
Okay.
It's kind of like I can have my moments of reactiveness, or like I can get like somewhat like kind of emotional, but like I've been kind of, I don't have much.
It wasn't
anger
such
or-
a big impact.
I feel like it was, but I still haven't really noticed it. And I'm
Okay.
like still trying to recognize it, and it was more of the impact of like I feel like I just got used to like so much change, but I feel like that also prepared me for like what I'm doing now,
Yeah.
which is just so much change all the time. So I feel like everything happens for a reason.
It made you the man that you are today.
Yeah, exactly. So like I'm not really mad about it. Like if I grew up like a rich kid, I'd probably be like, well, I would
Different.
definitely be a completely different person. So like I'm thankful for who I am, and like, you know, I'll just get it myself.
That's good. That's good. Life's always perspective, you know.
Yeah.
Like you said, you know, somebody could be mad of that situation, or you could say, you know, this is everything happens for a reason. You know, life's perspective, and you know, I love the person that I am today, so you know, it had to happen. So you can't really be mad about that. So that's what's up, man. It's good to hear that. So transitioning into the music, when did you actually start taking music serious, in the sense that like you got into the studio? Because everybody be freestyling with their friends and stuff like that, or like singing with their friends, but like taking it serious, like I potentially want to get paid off this, you know.
Yeah.
When did that shift happen?
So basically I had,
because you always had a love for music, like you said, you know, young.
but there was a point where I was more focused on sports, and that was more middle school. And I thought I was going to be a basketball player.
Yeah.
But
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
6'4", right?
So if I tried, I could probably still do it. But
Yeah.
but basically, so my mind was like I didn't think that I could like make music, because I just, the thought process of like, even though I had written like rock songs before, by like middle school, I was listening to like different types of music. That was when I was listening to rap, and when I started listening to rap was like 4th grade and 5th grade, and then I was like rapping R&B around that time. So, but basically, yeah, I was more focused on sports. But then I hit high school, and like, my passion for sports wasn't really the same. And then I was just, my freshman year, I was kind of just trying to figure out what I was like passionate about, and I was like getting really like, I would be like, signals was always pointing towards music. And like I wouldn't really like act on it, and then I like to kind of talk my shit, so I'd always would be like, I'm gonna drop a mixtape, you know, like as a freshman, being like stupid, but like, and then like eventually I would be around people and they'd just be making music, and like I would start taking it a little bit more serious, but I didn't take myself as like being an artist serious. I was just thinking like, oh, I could probably figure out a little niche for myself.
That's dope. That's
and
dope.
like, so I would just kind of like come along for shit until I would be around my homie Quan for a long time, and he would be just noticing like the types of things I would be listening to. I guess he thought was like really interesting, or like he said like I could like apply those things, and like we would like freestyle, and like he would be telling me like I can do that shit. I'm just
He'll
like,
push you.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, whatever. And he would like, it would be like, because I never even really wanted to do that shit. It was like rapping. Like, it's not that I didn't want to. It's just I didn't really believe that I could. And then also, let me not forget to mention, my older stepbrother Taurus also raps.
Okay.
And so
he was a big influence as well.
yeah, and like I haven't like seen him a lot recently, but like I still talk to him and text him a lot because he lives in Mississippi. But like he would be freestyling to me, and this was like around the same time but a little bit earlier, and I would just kind of ask him like, how do you do it? And like he was just like, you just have to keep doing it. And I didn't really know what he meant until I kept doing it. I was like, oh, it's really, that is really what it is. You just have to keep working at it. But so like around, I would say like 2016, I went to a studio with my homie Quan and Angel, and they recorded a song. And in my mind, I was like, man, if they could get on this, I could get on that. And like, and like, I didn't like record anything in that moment, but like that was where I was starting.
The mindset of like, man, I could do this.
Yeah, that was like, but I really wasn't trying to be like a serious, because I wasn't really, as I've like grown a lot since then, so I wasn't as like in a serious mind frame when I was approaching it. I was thinking like, I was gonna be more like, I was thinking more like a comedy rapper. Or like just something like I wasn't really, I didn't care. Yeah. So like I was like not taking it serious at first. And so like I won't, or like just trolling. Yeah. And so then, but I didn't put out any of that music. I was just recording because it was like terrible. Like I didn't have like
nah,
a
this
flow.
is not.
No, I didn't have like a flow or like anything yet. It was just me kind of bullshitting and like trying things until like I started, and then like this one homie used to be around a lot, Makeo, and my nigga Dwayne, Angel, and I think one other person might have been there, and it was like they recorded like some song, and then like this was the first like kind of serious song I like wrote, and it was like I don't even remember, but like it was on a Soulja Boy beat.
It's always Soulja Boy, man.
It was on a Soulja Boy beat, and then it was in that moment when I was kind of decided that I was going to like take it serious. So then like a week or two later, this is like February 2017. I was at a crossroads, my final crossroads between like sports and music. Oh wow. And I was like, I didn't play sports, like, but I was like I'm gonna try football, because I was like, I don't know, I just felt like I want to play football. Yeah. And I was training with my cousin because he had played college football, and you know I was getting really good, and like I went up to this. So like my high schools were divided. It was like Shepton and then like Plano West. Okay. But like this, so the sophomore, the freshman sophomore school is separate from the
senior.
Yeah. But basically, so I went up to West to meet the coach. And I knew in that moment that shit was never gonna fucking work out, because I just didn't know. And so like, I had dropped like a song, and then like around that same time, and then like it wasn't like the song was really that good. I was just very confident. It's then like it was a 4-minute song. I don't even have the song. If anyone has a song and you see this, can you send this to me? But like. It was just me spitting. It was like just random, kind of violent. I didn't have like, it was before I kind of knew how to structure songs and like have a sense of direction.
Had a lot of bars.
Yeah, I was just barring. It was just straight barring you up for like 4 minutes, and like that got like 1,000 views. So I was really excited because I was like, hey, I did something. Like, and like people were kind of responding to it. So I was a little more confident. Then I made like a second song, and that one wasn't like as good, and it was like I was just trying things because I didn't really know what sound I want to do, what I wanted to talk about, and like those things, that was the main thing I was learning. And throughout this whole time of like building up to like the album, everything was like, it takes a long time to figure out, like, if you really care about what you want to say, like to figure out what you actually want to say, or like how you want to say it, or like what sound I want, how I want my voice to sound, what actually sounds good with my voice, like what types of vocal layers, what pitches can I push my voice,
all these
to.
Different factors.
Yeah, there's like
that lots of people don't even think about.
Yeah, whenever they like, oh, song, it's finished. Yeah. Like, no.
Are you somebody who writes or freestyles?
I've done both. and I prefer to write now.
Okay.
There was a time where I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna freestyle everything. I'd be like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. I don't even care, because in a way I kind of hate writing, because I just like, not that I hate it, I love it, but like it can be tedious. And so like freestyling, it would just be like, oh, just like
what's there is there,
what's there is there. But like I want to make a real coherent idea, and I can't really do that freestyling the way I would want to, unless I don't know. So like
that makes sense, because like if you're making a song that you really want to put a message and like really want to, like you said, coherent song, you want it to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And it could be maybe you just want to make a party song. That's whenever you could just go off the top and just pretty much the beat carries the song type stuff.
The beat and the energy, because in party songs lyrics don't really matter.
Yeah.
And just throw in some like one-liners. It's like funnier and get the energy up.
Exactly.
It doesn't really fucking matter, because people aren't listening to like the lyrics like that.
Just vibing, hearing the beat.
I get it, because like when I was partying a lot and like doing drugs or like drinking, I couldn't even like my brain, where my mind was at, I couldn't even like process lyrics. So like I was like, and I'm like a lyrically based kind of artist, but like, yeah,
that's true. That's exactly how it is, and I feel like understanding that is a big thing for artists, because sometimes somebody wants to put a message and stuff like that, and like you said, sometimes people aren't focused on that.
Yeah.
And that's good that you know that. So whenever you are working on your music and all that, do you go into the mentality of like, I want to put a message, or I want to do something so that people kind of like get inspired by it, or is it just kind of just go off the beat and go off the vibe? What type of artist would you say that you want to, what route would you take?
I want to do everything. I want my albums to be like more focused, in the sense of like a message. There's a coherent, like this album I'm working on specifically, like every single song has a different, or most, like there's a kind of a overall arcing theme, but like there's like a different, like I'm telling a whole story and like painting a picture, different topics. I'm trying, like I like music that I can connect with, not only just like to turn up, but like emotionally, like what I'm going through, or just like what I see
driving in the car, you have that and you're listening to it, like oh shit,
hell yeah, like that worldly shit that I be like on, or even like personal shit, and like
relatable.
But even there's like the duality of like I'm not always a positive person, and so like I have my more songs where I don't care as much about what I'm saying. I'm just saying kind of thing, like kind of just like talking my shit. And
that's good. Where do you get your musical inspiration from? Was it growing up, or what artist did you say, you know what, dang, I wish I was like them, or where did you get your musical inspiration from?
I pull my musical inspiration from like a lot of different places.
Top three, if you had to put it.
I could say 5 easier than 3.
Go ahead.
For like, I'd say hip hop or rap or whatever you want to call it. Kendrick.
Oh yeah.
Kanye.
Yay.
Andre 3000. MF Doom.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, and Jay-Z. Now I feel like my music really sounds like them, but like that's what I listen to, and that
what was so special about those artists?
From Kendrick is just, he's on like a whole different, like to me he's not even really a rapper anymore, like he's a composer, like the way like his music is so like musical, like like music, so he's the versatility really. The multifaceted aspects of how they have very different personalities. It's very like artsy, and I like really artsy shit. With Kendrick specifically, he's just so like versatile, and I love like what he says and like what he stands for, and those types of things. And his discography is perfect.
Exactly.
And that is my goal. To have like, I want my albums to be like as perfect as possible, like solid input each time. Like I don't want any like filler songs, or like if there is like it didn't feel like I was making a filler song in the moment. But
it
like,
was good.
Yeah, like, or because sometimes things may not age as well. But like overall, like I want every single album to be a very coherent, cohesive body of work, and like that's what I care about in music. And like all 5 of those artists have really great bodies of work.
Yeah,
and so
that's true. Like you said, timeless. You know,
yeah, like timeless.
you know, Kanye songs, even the
Yeah.
first albums, like
Yeah.
you could put it right now. You know, motherfuckers still jam to it. Like, bro, this thing still bumps.
I can listen to Kanye like all day.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
like all day, nigga. but like in Kanye, like him too. Like he's just super versatile. I love his beats. I like his content for the most part. I like I just like how he kind of just always reinvents himself.
Yeah,
And
came in with the polos, the pink polos, and now he's
yeah.
completely different. Has his own brand, pretty much. You know.
Yeah, and it's like the way he's grown is
Yeah.
really inspiring in a sense, and like how he like affirmed everything he wanted to do. Like if you
That's
watch like
facts.
his 2013 interviews, it'd be like things that he's like
Yeah.
accomplishing like now.
How sway?
Yeah, like, and I just think that's like crazy, and like those things are cool to me. And you know, it's like not that there wasn't artists like this in hip hop before him, but like it was like lots of street rap was like kind of the norm.
Yeah.
And I really like that shit. So don't
Yeah.
get that confused. But I'm not like the most like street type of person.
Like you said, you're a little bit artsy, creative,
Yeah.
versatile.
And so like he was one of like the ones like the first ones who really made that like he created like a lane for like, you know, kind of more
Yeah.
people like that.
Exactly. That's true. What are your thoughts on the Dallas music scene? What can we improve on? What do you like? What are your thoughts on that?
That's an interesting question. The thing that's interesting to me about the Dallas music scene is it's a lot bigger than what we would probably think about, because we have to account for Fort Worth and Arlington, because that's I mean I consider it's not Dallas, but like the DFW as a whole.
The DFW
is the largest metroplex in the South and the 4th largest metroplex in the country. So so it's like New York, LA, Chicago, DFW.
Yep.
And so there's like where we approve on me, including myself, working with each other. I'm not great at working with people because I'm kind of like I be on like my Wolverine lone wolf, like, you know,
Doing your own thing.
yeah, like I'll be there when you need me, but like I really be in my own world most of the time, and that's where I like to be. But like if I need to, or like if I feel like, you know, there's a time where you really have to come out. So you know, but
I could see that too, because
But,
like I feel like there's a lot of artists, like you said, you know, working together is something that is
That's
it's not so common.
that's why like Atlanta
Yeah.
is so prominent, because like you see Young Thug, he'll just find a random guy, and the next thing you know, he's
Build
Lil
him up.
Baby.
Build them up. Exactly.
And like, you know, there's stuff like that. But I also think we haven't had like that breakthrough, like rap star in the sense of, you know, yeah, there's Post Malone, but like
That's why people don't even associate him with the
yeah,
Dallas scene like that.
exactly. But
Yeah, they just see him as like a
and
Post,
we
his
have
own world.
like great R&B and soul music too.
Yeah.
I feel like that's underrated about
Yeah.
Dallas, and you know, like Erykah Badu
Yeah.
historically, and like Cash Page currently, and like I feel like that, and like she's getting bigger, and like that'll definitely help like the overall scene, is the
Yeah.
perception of Dallas. And I feel like Dallas is growing as kind of like a baby, because everyone here is not really from here, or like not everyone, but you know, a lot of people
Yeah.
from here like not really from here, and like it's like growing still. And like I feel like since like a lot of the New York people and California people here, there will be more opportunities to open up.
I
But,
see
like,
that.
I have like kind of like a grand vision for what I would like to do too.
And what do you think would be the main, or like the first steps that we should do to get ourselves in that situation where we're a powerhouse in the music scene? Because you mentioned like the top 4 metroplex, you know, New York, LA, Chicago, all of them have had that spotlight on them.
Yeah.
You know, and Dallas, it seems like we're always just kind of like, it's not that we, you know, embrace everybody but our own, but it kind of does get that vibe. You know, all these artists come in here, bro, like they rock out the concerts and stuff like that, but like lots of local artists aren't getting that love. What do you think would be the steps that you would take to improve the Dallas music scene overall?
A lot of it has to do with connecting with people.
Mm.
And we like the thing with like what I'd say was like Chicago is like a living, breathing entity, and like Dallas is like in its baby stages of that. In my opinion, I feel like it has like everything it needs to be, just like any other, you know, one of those cities. But there's things like there's like something specific to cities. I feel like that makes it stand out, whether it's random shit like Atlanta strip clubs or something, you know, like I've been really focused on my music, so like after I release, I'm going to actually spend a lot of time focusing on like the Dallas area. I mean, because I have to, but also just because I want to and
see
like,
the growth.
Yeah, because like it's interesting, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with this. Like those places have had like years worth of like huge artists.
I see that.
And so like Chicago has had like 100 years worth of
great
huge artists. Like New York's had like hundreds of like 100 years worth. The same thing with LA. Like that's 100 years.
They're known for that.
Of that. So like that it just takes time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just what it is. And like there's this, we need to I guess open more types of things that are just make Dallas unique for artists that like for like I feel like us as artists we just have to get creative with engaging with people to make it kind of like when hip hop first started, it was I watched like this whole, I mean I used to always read books about it and like study it, but basically like it was just parties.
Yeah.
And I feel like it starts
with the
with
DJs
those,
and
like it starts like with that small shit right there, and like you build like that legendary kind of like it becomes legend like over
people
time.
know that that's
like,
the spot.
Oh, it's just like these parties and like it builds up and like oh you play like just your music or like you have like a Prince on your wall. He would do random pop-up shows, but it would be like kind of like a invited guests.
Oh,
or
okay.
just some random thing that makes it like you have.
It builds that, you know.
You have to make people, I guess, feel engaged and like special in a sense, and like, you know, this is also just you need like lots of stars. But I feel like also Dallas is like there's like a Dallas sound, but like a sound that will like, you know, shift shit.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, even for you know, Kanye came out in Chicago and Chicago had the spotlight, but then it kind of died off. And then Chief Keef came out, and then the spotlight went back on. So I feel like you said, it's completely different sounds, you know, but so like the impact was crazy.
And even in ways Dallas doesn't. Now I just remember this. In ways Dallas doesn't get its credit in contributions that it has made, like a lot of like the dancing culture and like a lot of that started here. And so
2011 like, to like 2015, you could say even 2014.
Even before.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a lot of that shit started here. So like, there's things that I feel like we even have to start giving ourselves credit for other people to give us credit.
That's true. That's true. So another question I do have for you is, what do you think you have to do as an artist, or like, what's the next step that you have to do to get you to that next level?
Interesting.
Would it be, just the consistency? Would it be the marketing? Would it be a cosign? What do you think is the next thing that you have to do to get you to that next level?
I feel like there's like it's not really like a one singular thing that I could do. So like in ways I've let go of that thought, not so much that I don't care about it anymore, but it's more like I'm focused on like kind of one step at a time. Yeah. Like I'm gonna finish my album, and I feel like I could put as much effort into marketing myself as I want, but I need like the music to be
there
right. And like I want that's what I've been like. So like the music I feel like is just now getting is like exactly where I want it.
Where you want it, yeah.
And so like I have like my next 3 or 4 projects planned out already, and I also have a bunch of events myself I'm trying to plan out. Yeah. And like as I just feel like the more I'm out and interactive with people, I will like
the name
over
grows.
Time. Yeah. And like that's how I'm playing like kind of the long game of like I just want to have a catalog, just have like as great as a catalog as possible, and just go out and connect with people, but also travel because I don't want to. You have to. That's also the thing where like people get like
get boxed in and just
boxed in. Like they want to just only do things here, but like you do have to step out from home and then, you know, like go out and like I already have some opportunities lined up in Atlanta where I could perform in like different like club events and things like that. I'm just focused on finishing the music first.
That's dope. That's actually a good point, because in life, you know, just in general, whether it be whatever industry, it's about who you know out here, you know. And if you're boxed in,
a lot of people.
That's good, man. That's good, because if you box yourself in and, like you said, don't get out of here and build those networks, you know, there's only so much you could grow. And it's not just music. It's not just, you know, this industry is any industry. Who you know is very important.
That's very true. And like, I have been blessed. I do know lots of people. I have family also in the industry who know lots of people, and like that's also other things I'll be doing in Atlanta.
Dope.
And I don't know if you've seen. I am in contact with certain like artists here and there, like The Game and sometimes Ghostface Killer. And Jadakiss, and you know, I'm just trying to build repertoire and relationships over time, and you know, because I don't necessarily want to because I do want to work with bigger people, but I don't necessarily want anyone to be in a position where they feel like they can take credit for my success. And so like that's also where I'm like, you have to be somewhat careful with cosigns, because they can kind of like, you can get there but they'll like absorb your buzz.
Exactly.
And when I say this, it's not like a diss, but like, look at how many people get a Drake feature.
Yeah, that's the first person that came to my mind whenever you said that. It seems like Drake just absorbs their buzz,
like
and
the energy vampire.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not the only one who does it. Like most mainstream artists do it, but like it's like the first one you would think of. But like
exactly.
Like So like, and it's not like I'm beneath working with big artists at all. But you just have to be careful with how you approach it. Yeah,
and that brings you back to, like you said, building the catalog, building great albums and great work of music, because then people could be like, oh, he's been doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been doing this. Like, this is just another day at the office for him.
This is light work.
Yeah, exactly. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Well, 5 years from now, I see myself traveling the world and like, you know, connecting with all different types of people and cultures, learning, because I just like to learn.
Yeah.
You know, spreading my music across the world, spreading my message and energy, just like being inspired by people in the world, and like lots of travel. That's mainly the thing that my main thing I want to be doing, because like I want to like for this specific album, I have kind of boxed myself in a little bit.
Okay.
And so I've been doing that intentionally because I'm trying to, I'm not really pulling from experiences of current, it's more of throughout my life. And so I'm trying to like be really focused.
This is you.
Yeah, it's more of me and like less of that. But like, yeah, so like I want to like go out and like, you know, add to my experience and like my spiritual journey in a sense. And, you know, one day, you know, like at the end of, like Infinity War and the beginning of Endgame, where like Thanos is like chilling with like his like big planet to himself.
Yeah,
that's really my goal in life.
Really shit.
So like, yeah.
Got you. So what is the type of legacy that you want to leave behind? You know, we're not talking about 5 years from now. We're talking about like when it's all said and done. Who do you want to be remembered as?
Myself. And that.
Talk to me on that.
I'm just, you know, I feel like it's hard to like summarize like a specific vision for, because in a lot of ways I really don't care how people perceive me.
Oh, okay.
And so in ways I don't care. But like in a lot of, the best way I can put it is, regardless of how you feel about me, I feel like when I'm gone, when it's all said and done, you won't be able to say that I wasn't very good at what I did, or whatever I put my heart to, I did to the fullest, and that, you know, I aspire people to do the same and try to at least become the best version of themselves, and you know, not to play with their own potential.
That's dope.
And like, you know, it's always like, you know, just be awesome.
Yeah.
Be like the best you, and like that's kind of the type of shit I want to be remembered for, because I'm trying to be like the coolest, not cool like in the grand perception of what people think cool is, but like the coolest, most awesomest, brilliant, wealthy, whether that's, you know, mentally, spiritually, financially, all aspects. Like I don't want to, you know, I want to be successful in all everything, not just like even just career, you know. So like it's like a whole picture. So I want to be remembered as like also, you know, just shit like that. But I also don't care.
Got you. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
What do you think really separates you from every other artist out here? Because there's so many artists, you know. There's so many artists out here. But what do you bring to the table that's different?
That's an interesting question. Well, I have a very unique perspective that you're not going to find anywhere else. Yeah. And also, I'm very versatile with my content. And you're about to see how versatile I'm about to be with my content. Yeah. And with I have like so many ideas of all the things that I'm doing, like not just with music. Like I have like, I'm just all around very creative person. That's why like I don't even like calling myself a rapper. Like I was like, I'm an artist. Well, I also don't only rap, I sing too, but you know, I'm more known for rapping.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
and I really want to showcase also you said unreleased song that's gonna be on there.
Yeah. This song is called Love Language. I shot a video to this 2 or 3 weeks ago. Oh, wow. That would also be out this summer on top of 3 other videos and a bunch of features.
Love Language.
Yes, sir.
She know my love language, and I know love's dangerous. She makes me so anxious, then takes it all away. I don't know what to say, you brighten up my day. Are you here to stay? Baby, please don't run away. No, I am not here to play, I do not care what they say. I don't know if I trust you, but I just wanna love you. Can you make my dreams come true? Cause I have a thing for you, I can really be your man. Let's go, I'll fly out to Japan. I know you never need a man, and you still have your dreams and plans, and you've been stacking up your bands. I won't get in the way of that, but won't you let me stay and chat? Just hoping you okay with that. Give me your heart, won't play with that. Oh no, I won't play with that. I'm only playing with your cat. I love the way you throw it back. I love the way you waist and snatch. I wanna put my face in that, and there's no replacing that. Baby, I'm just dating fast. Baby, let's wait across the map. Maybe you okay with that. She know my love language, and I know love's dangerous. She makes me so anxious, then takes it all away. I don't know what to say, you brighten up my day. Are you here to stay? Baby, please don't run away. She know my love language, and I know love's dangerous. She makes me so anxious, then takes it all away. I don't know what to say, you brighten up my day. Are you here to stay? Baby, please don't run away. I have trust issues, but I fuck with you. I've been so misused, I know you have too. Fuck what we've been through, it's me and you, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this will be on the album, you said, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Lead single.
Damn,
that
man.
will actually be on the album, but I don't really like dropping singles before albums, because when I listen to albums, I don't like listening through it, because I listen through like the whole album.
Okay.
And I just don't like hearing songs I've already heard before.
That makes sense.
So,
and low-key, that's what happens to me at times. You know, I just skip that song, and I'm just like, all right, you know, go to the next one.
Yeah. And
that's such a good point.
Yeah, then you hear it, like, so that you don't skip it, and then you hear it in context, and you understand the overall story of them telling, versus it just being a love song.
That makes sense, honestly. Just the album first, and then the singles.
Yeah.
And naturally, the fans always do pick, you know, the best as well. So you could just go off that.
Also, what people like. Yeah. I have kind of I have previewed, like, I have like kind of a test audience. Yeah. And so like, well, there's certain songs I'll just be so confident about that no one's heard. Besides, like, unless you were there, that's the only people who've heard it, and like, I'm extremely excited about that shit.
That one.
But like, that's gonna be on the album too. And
Gotcha.
like no one's heard that, but like that shit. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's some fire right there.
Yeah.
That's
but
what's up,
I'm
man.
very proud of that song that I just played too, though. I'm really excited about everything. Really.
Dope.
Everything I put out. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
but
you good.
everything I put out up to this point, like not everything, but for the most part on SoundCloud, it was like me like just trying things.
Finding yourself.
Yeah, so it wasn't really like I was like, so that's why I didn't really put the effort of like trying to monetize all those songs. But like, yeah, like now I have like a very clear idea of what I want to do, and how I want to do it. So like, yeah,
That's dope. That's good to hear that because, like you said, you know, whether it be getting a cosign, whether it be, you know, the spotlights on you, you have to be ready for that moment.
Yeah.
And it'll be different if you're trying to find your sound and trying to find your stuff whenever
Yeah.
people are focused. But now, like, the catalog is gonna be there. Like you said, you're working on music videos, right?
Yes.
The music videos will be there. You know, the whole premise that people look for in artists, they're like, okay, he knows what he's doing. He knows he has the sound, he has the look, he has the visuals, he has the whole art, you know,
Yeah,
overall.
definitely.
So that's what's up, man. So what do you got? What are you working on moving forward? We could expect the album, and then you said how many music videos or what did you
three minimum.
music videos?
I want to do a video for like I'll probably figure out may not be a music video for every song, but
Okay.
I do
Visuals?
lots of visualizers, and I do those myself.
Dope.
So I'll probably do visualizers. I have visualizers for songs that I'm actually about to start dropping now that I just remembered that. So yeah,
dope.
I'm about to drop a visualizer for Born a Legend next week. But yeah, so like so then there's that. I have my second album already kind of not like ready to drop, but I know what I'm doing with it and the direction I'm gonna take it. But I also have like an idea of a mixtape series of like samples that I've wanted to use over time, but like you can't really monetize. So like I was like, what I've decided to do was kind of have like a separate kind of part of my catalog for the samples,
The mixtapes.
Yeah, because I don't care about monetizing and literally everything I make, but like those are like passion projects.
Yeah.
And so like, and that's more of like a long game of like I'll monetize them in the future, but like
Yeah, within time, you
Yeah.
know. First you do have to build up yourself, and then, you know, that's just like you said, the passion projects, you
yeah,
could say.
because I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, especially nowadays,
Yeah.
the licensing is
It's bullshit.
yeah.
And like, but also like, because my music used to be really sample heavy, so like that was the main challenge actually of making this album was like not sampling, but like so I started having to go back to listen to the music of my childhood and listening to like a lot of Prince, like a lot of like just a lot of everything, like lots of old rock, lots of old soul music from the 70s and 60s and 80s and shit in the 90s, and like but like and lots of music with live instruments, because like it's another thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I have moving forward in the works, so let me think about this. So yeah, but like as a writer, making music from scratch has just helped a lot, and also it's just like as a composer, because like so like I was listening to lots of live music, and then that's what's helped me like making music without samples, because like it's easier to write to music with samples because I already have a general idea of what I'm gonna say based off of the
completely
sample.
off just live music. Just
Yeah, or this is very like this is not like live music as instruments, but I mean that was the inspiration I was pulling from. But like, you know, so there's like live instrument. There is live instruments on the album. It's not like it's like a full like instrumental of live instruments, but there is live instruments on the album.
Yeah.
But so like learning how to actually compose music myself instead of just sampling, and like sampling my own voice, that was fun.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's dope. Can't wait to listen to. Do you have a date already, or you just said
I do,
summer,
but I'm
right?
not, yeah.
Okay. got you.
I'll announce it a month out.
A month out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Anything you want to let the people know before we head out? Where could they find your music? Whether it be or you know your Instagram, Twitter, anything that you want to let them know?
My Instagram is Raphael Brooks II, RAPHAEL BROOKS II. It's also the same. My YouTube,
Dope.
Twitter, but I don't really tweet anymore, and it's my new Twitter because I got banned from Twitter. But like that was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I used to be like on my like just crazy tweet shit. That's kind of a good thing. I got banned, but but basically
doing your own thing now with
yeah,
the music. So
well, like I don't really be tweeting now because I everything I be wanting to tweet I would just say in a song. But basically, yeah. So still follow me on there though. But then for the music, most of my music that is out, you hear like the growth. For me, in my opinion, all that shit is like demo quality. But I'm gonna keep it all up there. Well, not all of it, but most of it is demo quality. But like I'm gonna keep all of it up there so you see the growth of how I got to where I'm at. But also like how drastically better it is because it's gonna make this music sound even better.
That's dope. That's always a good thing because like I mean even off camera we're talking about how the videos that I was shooting at the first couple of videos you can see the doors was all white. You see the growth overall, so that's good that you're doing that. But under the same name, correct? Raphael Brooks the second.
All of it is Raphael Brooks the second. I'm on Apple Music. I only have 4 songs on Apple Music and Spotify, but the album will be there. I don't know how to put videos on those yet, but I'm gonna figure that out. But I am working on lots of merch. Let me not forget that, like hoodies, t-shirts, and I know like it's not like a thing where we have to wear a mask anymore. I just like the kind of mysteriousness of them. So like that was why I kind of liked the masks. So like I'm still do masks, in, like different states.
Already for sure.
But yeah, and like lots of performances, but like you're gonna see more of that after the album comes out. But like I am supposed to perform in June. I've had this it's just hard to kind of book shit right now because
just follow him and you'll get updated with all that good stuff.
You'll get updated, and
exactly.
Find me on this is the last summary: Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, SoundCloud, YouTube, anywhere. You can find it. You can find me, Raphael Brooks the second.
Got you. All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get notified whenever we drop new content. Raphael Brooks the second was in the building.
Yes,
we
sir.
out. Peace.